HOA Karen damaged my brand new car, so I followed the rules perfectly. And that's when everything flipped. I never thought I'd have to defend my own driveway. I had just bought a brand new car, fresh plates. Still smelled like the dealership. I parked it exactly where the HOA map says I'm allowed to park. My assigned private spot, clearly marked, documented, and approved. That's important. Remember that, because an hour later, I walked outside and saw deep scratches along the driver's side, fresh, intentional. No accident, no apology, just damage, standing nearby. The HOA's favorite rule, the one everyone calls Karen. I asked calmly if she saw what happened. She smirked and said, "You shouldn't be parking there anyway." That's when I realized this wasn't a mistake. This was a power play. Now here's where most people lose their cool. I didn't yell. I didn't threaten. I didn't touch her car. I did something far more effective. I went home and read the HOA rules. Every single page. Turns out, the bylaws are very specific about property damage, unauthorized enforcement, and parking violations. Even more interesting, the HOA has zero authority to damage a resident's vehicle, but they do have very strict rules about vehicles parked without permission. And guess what? Karen's car was parked on my private property, not common area, not guest park, my deeded space. So I documented everything. Photos, timestamps, damage reports. Then I filed a formal complaint, not against her personality, not against her attitude, but against the vehicle, because rules don't care who you are. I called the number listed in the HOA handbook, the one for unauthorized vehicles. I followed the process exactly. No shortcuts, no drama. Less than an hour later, a tow truck showed up. Karen came running out screaming that this was unfair, that she was just enforcing the rules, that she'd call the HOA board. The driver didn't even look at her. He looked at the paperwork, and then her car was gone. Here's the part she didn't expect. When the board finally reviewed the incident, they didn't defend her. They fined her for vandalism, paid for my repairs, and issued a written forewarning that she was no longer was allowed to confront residents directly, all because I followed the rules perfectly. I didn't get revenge. I got compliance. So if you're ever dealing with an HOA Karen who thinks rules are weapons, remember this. The rules don't belong to them. They belong to whoever knows how to use them. And sometimes, the calmest response is the most devastating one.